Well, it's an exciting day. I'm going to try out a brand new razor that is going up on Kickstarter today. There it is. It's hanging on the wall. We'll talk about why it's hanging on the wall in just a minute. But this is the High Proof razor. This is something that was designed by a couple of guys in Montana, David and Andy. David decided, I don't like shaving with safety razors. I kind of want to use a single-edged razor, like a cartridge razor, but with just one, And so he machined this thing, he designed this thing, and now he's gonna try to sell it to you guys. And they sent me one a while back as a prototype. Here's the prototype. So this was handmade by David in his shop in Bozeman, Montana. It's silver. The ones they're gonna sell now are black, and they have some writing on it. But how cool is that I have the prototype? Not only do I have the prototype of that one, I have the prototype of a different single-edged razor that I use, the Leaf. Here's the prototype for that one. Isn't that interesting? So I'm no stranger to single-edge safety razors. Would you call it a safety razor? Yeah, I think so. I use the Supply, try that. That's a single-edged one. The Black Hawk, that's a huge one. And the thing I don't like about these is they use proprietary blades or like one specific type of blade. I don't like that so much. I want to use a razor that uses these kinds of just regular old safety razor blades. These are Personas. I'm not going to use these today. I'm going to use a feather because that's what I like to do when I use a razor I'm not familiar with. I like to use a blade that I am and other products that I'm familiar with. So I'm focusing more on the razor. So what you do for this one, at least, let me get that off the wall and we'll talk about it. So it comes with a little magnetized thingy. You can take this on and off a smooth surface. You can carry it with you. You can put it next to your sink, whatever you want to do. Here it is. Here's the High Proof razor, black anodized aluminum. I assume it's anodized. Look at this. It's hollow. It's very light. It's got a pivoting head and it's got magnets. Now you guys know I love my magnets in razors. Here's my signature razor. It's got a magnet in it. See, the magnet on this one is down here. And this is just for kind of picking up razor blades if you drop it. But this one, the High Proof, uses magnets to hold the blade in. Now, you may have seen this on other reviews. I know Ken Surfs is out there reviewing them. They sent these out to some guys, and now it's my turn. So let's see how this thing shaves. I have not shaved with this one yet, and it's been a long time since I used the prototype. So, kind of like the Leaf razor, the Twig, or the Thorn, you take a regular old razor blade, keep it in the package for maximum safety, and you just bend the sucker in half. See this? Like you're rolling your own cigarette. No. Don't smoke, kids. So just snap it. See that? So now we got two little blades, one half of which will fit into the head of this pivoting razor. There's what it looks like, just right down the middle. Put this one away for the next time. You get 4 or 5 shaves out of one of these suckers. Okay, so how do you load this thing? Well, it's got magnets. It's got a pivoting head, as I said. It's very lightweight aluminum, extremely lightweight. And the top pops off. Check it out. It just comes off. See the little magnets there? They use the strongest magnets they could find, and they just kind of snap on there. So let's load it up, let's lather up, and let's shave. See how it goes. All right. I will, the only thing, when they sent me the prototype, and then I actually had a phone call with, I believe it was David and Andy, maybe, I can't remember exactly who, it's been a while, and my memory. It's terrible, terrible. And I said the only thing that worries me about this razor is this little magnetic cap, that it will fall off either mid-use, or you drop the razor and this thing pops off and shoots across the thing, or if you're traveling with it and you have it in your garment bag or, in your DOP kit, that this thing will pop off and you might lose it. So that is still a concern to me. That's the only concern I have so far, and I will address that later on at the end of this video. I'll put a little test I did for how it does if you were to pack this and carry it with you and go through an airport and have them throw your bags around. All right, enough chat. Let's shave. All right, I did not shave my face yesterday. I was lazy, but I'm going to shave today. I'm not going to shave my lip because I've got a Halloween costume coming up I need a mustache for. So last time I forgot. I'm just going to use some amaretto. It's not about the soap this time, folks. It's not about the brush, the soap, or the aftershave. So we're just going to lather up really well and try out the High Proof razor. So today, October 10th, it goes up on Kickstarter. And if you order it now within the first 24 hours of it going live, you get a special price, $80. Now, normally they're $95, which is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's a lot of scratch. So I want you to be sure of how well it works, how well it shaves, by watching this little review and maybe some others, and then make your decision, is that worth it to you? It's all made in America, handmade, CNC, machined, aircraft grade aluminum. It is 6061, whatever that means, aircraft grade aluminum. Sounds good to me. So, but it's all made in the USA. And, for Americans, that's important. Support your local businesses. So they sent me that, and they sent me some USA-made Persona blades to keep it all made in the USA. All right, but today I'm going to use the feather one because I'm silly like that. So, the beauty of this is if you're not into safety razors, this typical thing, if you're used to cartridge razors, this is like a go-between because it's got the pivoting head that you like. It's got the shape. It looks like a cartridge razor, but it saves you a lot of money. After the initial investment of, $80 to $95, these razor blades are so cheap. All right, let's start shaving, see how it does. Now, with a safety razor, you're not supposed to press very hard, but this is such a light razor that I think I'm going to press just a little bit. I don't want to get razor burn. That's how you get razor burn if you shave too much in the same spot, or if you press too hard. So I'm got to find the happy medium with this one. Because like I said, it's been a while. It's been several months since I used that prototype. And from what I can tell, the prototype is unchanged. I even took the magnetic top and swapped them. So you can swap them. So I think that he got the design down in the prototype phase with that last one. And that's what the production phase is, or the production model is the same thing. Very lightweight, extremely lightweight. Now, feather blades, if you don't know, are very sharp, very sharp. And it's not clogging up. That's nice. I'm just washing it out, swishing in a little bit of water. Now we're getting to the part that's going to be a test. My chin is my thickest beard hair. And I think that this is a fairly mild razor. Gotta get the angle down. Because that's another thing about safety razors. Safety razors, you have to think a little bit about what you're doing. Pretty soon it becomes second nature and you don't have to think about it anymore. But a cartridge razor, you just kind of jam it against your face and start shaving, which is kind of the beauty of this sort of a razor with a pivoting head, You're used to that, right? If you're into cartridge razors. So this would not be a huge leap to go from that to this. So I think it's a nice, it's like the missing link, sort of. And I tell you, to be perfectly honest, I get my best shaves from single edge razors. Why? I don't know. Now, I enjoy using safety razors, double edge safety razors. But when it comes down to it, honestly, like on a morning where I don't have a lot of time, I will grab the single edge safety razor and use it. This is the one I have been using. And this is the one I'm using today. All right, let's see what we got here. Some of that chin. I'm having trouble with the whiskers here on my chin. They're a little thick. There we go. Got to get that angle just right. Remember, I'm not shaving my lip. Halloween costume. Some people figured out what I'm doing. Because in the last video, I had a sword up there. Okay, we still got, it's a very mild razor. There's still plenty of whiskers to be had here, especially on my cheeks. My cheeks are my testing point. Like if this is totally smooth, both against and with the grain, then I know that it's like a super sharp, crazy razor. This one still has some, so that's why I'm going to do 2 more passes. I do this all the time. I do 3 passes. A lot of people don't. A lot of people stumble across shaving videos where people are doing 3 passes, where they lather up 3 times and shave 3 times, and they don't quite understand it. Well, that's just so I can get super, super baby smooth shave. That's why I do it. But if you're in a hurry, you don't have time, don't worry about it. You don't have to. You certainly don't have to. And you also don't have to use, brushes. You can use Barbasol. This is what I use on a normal basis. With safety razors and something like the high proof, you don't have to use fancy stuff. Okay. In fact, why would you? Unless you just enjoy it. That's why. All right, I'm going to go across my face, across the grain. Ooh, it's really digging in now. I can feel it grabbing. You can tell, when that blade, when you got the angle just right, and it grabs those whiskers and whisks them away to wherever whiskers go. It's whisker heaven down in the sink. Whisker Valhalla. So anyway, thanks. Hey, David and Andy, thanks for, wanting my opinion on this stuff. I think it's cool, and I'm always willing to try out any new thing anybody wants to send my way as far as shaving is concerned. My wife and I talk about this, and she's like, yeah, she tells people, like, yeah, people send him stuff, It's like, I know, I wish I'd been like a high-end guitar reviewer. Then I'd be sending, Rickenbacker would be sending me stuff, so. Rickenbacker, you gonna make a razor anytime soon? Machine that, make it, I don't know. Just think about it, Let me see, what else is there to say about this? So, Kickstarter, you know what Kickstarters are? They raise the money, then they can have the funding to then send it out to you later. So if you order now, in the first 24 hours, like I said, $80. If you're watching this after October 10th, 2022, then that offer's over. It'll be about $95. Like I said, which is not chicken feed, $95 could make a lot of people go, But if this thing is built as well as I think it is, hand machined up there in Bozeman, Montana, with some magnets in it, doing their job. Have you noticed that the magnets are doing their job? Yes, they do. Now, in some extreme cases, this little cap will pop off, and that's not during shaving. That's during transportation, dropping it on the floor. I tested it a few times yesterday because, as I said earlier, and as I said in my phone conversation with David and Andy, that was my only concern, is losing that little top. And I said, is there some way you could attach it? I guess you can't really do that. Because that would, then it would like you to add, another layer of something going on, engineering and, contraptions, devices. As long as you're careful with it, you're not going to lose it. But I tested it yesterday. I dropped it on the carpet like 4 or 5 times. It was fine. The little cap stayed on. I dropped it on the tile floor and it immediately shot off. It went, ba-ding, So if you drop it, this thing, there's only so much that these magnets can do to hold it if it's dropped from about this height. So like 5 feet. But keep these things in mind. These are all part of a good review, I think, is being totally honest. No matter how involved you were in the design process or the testing process, I wasn't into the design process, but the review and kind of troubleshooting, you have to be honest with the people that are doing this for you and to your audience. Because I'm not getting paid to do this. They just sent me this stuff and, they're nice guys, really great communication. And I wish them all the success in the world. Starting off today, it's got to be exciting. I always admire anyone that actually gets out there and does stuff, One thing I have noticed, this is very easy to shave with. I'm not even thinking about it. The pivoting head is nice. I don't require it, but a lot of people would love this. I think my dad, Papa Sinatra, I need to sit down and talk with him, have a little shaving talk. All right, son, it's time to have the shaving talk, Dad. Because I know he used to use those disposable blue Bic, like the jail razor, when you go to jail overnight, drunk tank, throw you one of those. I think he would like this because it is close enough to and light enough to be a plastic razor. It is that light. It's extremely light. I like how it's see-through there. Look at that. See? Pretty cool. Good job, David. Designed by him. He did some 3D prints, and then he decided to start machining it, and then he used it, he said, for 2 years. So he got pretty much to this design and then tried it out himself for 2 years before he said, all right, let's sell it. So go to Kickstarter. I'll put a link down below, don't worry. Always, for things like this, I always put a link in the description. Oh, don't I sound like a YouTuber? Put a link in the description. Be sure to smash that notification bell icon. Nah, I need that. I don't want to be your typical guy on YouTube. Notice I didn't call myself a YouTuber. Okay, what else do we need to say about it? $80 now, 24-hour price. Andy and David, CNC machined. Oh, if you buy it now, it will get to you before December 25th. So they do say it will be there for Christmas. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift for the man or woman in your life that needs to shave, because ladies, you can use this too to shave whatever you need to shave. Legs, armpits, faces, you know, whatever. Whatever. You can do it. All right. So, was that it? Was that 3? Ooh. That's real nice. Now, the problem areas. Ooh, that got a lot of the problem area. Hey now, high proof. High proof because of like whiskey, you know, good old fashioned high proof whiskey, 100 proof, you know, that's why they call it that. Kind of cool. Kind of a cowboy thing, you know, up there in Bozeman, Montana. That's the cowboy capital of the world, isn't it? Bozeman? I can't remember. I need to get up there. Big sky country. Very cool. I did get a little nick, looks like. I did go over this area a lot. I had to go over this area the first time, the first pass. I had to kind of get at it with different angles. So your face may differ and will differ. Let's see, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I'm trying to extend this shave as long as I can without boring you. Hopefully I haven't done that. And I'm just kind of pulling it down. I can't even feel the blade. That's kind of nice. And it also doesn't have the thing I dislike about cartridge razors. You know, you got like 4 or 5 blades and they just lay flat against your face and it's too wide. I like just like a little, like an edge. I feel like I have more control and it feels more comfortable to me. All right, put some cold water up. Final thoughts. And then I'll throw you to a video I made yesterday where I put this in my disgusting 23-year-old DOP kit that somebody gave me. It's Hill's Science Diet. It was like a veterinarian party that I went to because my friend's wife was a veterinarian and I got this and I've never stopped using it. It's gross, it's grungy. Just don't worry about that part. So I put it in there, put it in a bag, threw it in the car, did all the stuff that you should do if you're a baggage handler. God bless the baggage handlers, you know, tough job. Did I remember? Ooh, I remembered not to shave my lip. All right, good. Okay. So the only 2 things that concern me are losing that little cap, and here's the solution for that, I think. If they just add another one in there, if they give you 2, you'll be golden. Pony boy, you'll be golden. And, you know, $95 is nothing to sneeze at. And you can buy a lot of good $100 razors. You can buy a lot of good $30 razors. So if this is the razor for you, if you want to have a very lightweight, made in the USA by a couple of guys that thought, hey, let's just make a good razor. It's got the pivoting head. It's like a cartridge razor. Uses safety razor, safety razor blades, half of it. So you're getting double the amount out of just one safety razor blade. It's easy to put that thing on and off, real easy. It just seats right in there. So beautifully machined. Good job, David. And yeah, there we go. It says high proof right there. So shaves well, shaved beautifully, actually. This is real nice. Let me put on this Amaretto aftershave too while I'm thinking about it. That Amaretto shaving cream is really good because my skin feels smooth and plump. Not a way you would normally describe yourself. Smooth and plump. But yeah, good stuff. It felt like I didn't need to put any aftershave on. Anyway, very good shave out of this thing. Easy to use, easy to load, looks good. It's got, look at that. How cool is that? Let's put it up there. I'm not going to keep it up there. But you can take that little magnet thing off, and if it starts to lose its stickiness, make it wet, stick it on something else. Smooth, dry surfaces only, folks, as I hope you would understand. So, check out this video of what traveling with this thing might be like as far as whether the cap will become dislodged during travel. And then I'll have one last final thought about what you can do about that, and then that'll be it. All right, check this out. So I probably went a little overboard throwing that thing around, and it wasn't like packed in beautifully with all the clothes like I normally would. It was just rambling around loose in there. So take that with a grain of salt. It did fly off, but here's what you can do. Here's what you can do. Let me get this back again. All right. So do this. Get a Ziploc bag. If you're going to travel with it, put it in your dop kit or wherever you're going to put it. There. Problem solved. You're not going to lose a cap. Or if you're fancy like me, and you're lucky and fortunate like I am, and somebody sent you a fancy razor with a bag, put that sucker in a bag. But that's just if you're being fancy. Doesn't even fit. Like, still got the other razor in there. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So do that. There are ways around it. So no big deal. And I was like the 800-pound gorilla throwing that thing around. Remember those old Samsonite commercials? The gorilla. I think it was Samsonite. American Tourister or something. I have no idea. Anyway, congratulations, David and Andy. All the success in the world to you. I hope that you sell 1 million of these. And go out there, buy one. Kickstarter. $80 right now, $95 after that. And it will save you a lot of money in the long run because you're buying safety razor blades and not cartridges. They said it cost $250 for 1 year of a normal cartridge razor shave. And this one was like $13 for the whole year. So that's where you're saving money. Okay, everybody, that's it. Have a great one. Here's a very late shout out. Tristan471, it was your birthday on October 5th and I missed it. Tristan, you've been around forever. You deserve a good happy birthday and a shout out. After a long video, I apologize for the length. Hope you stuck in there with me, and I will see you all very soon.